In this video, I'm going to give you my top 3 podcast recommendations for entrepreneurs, content creators, and business owners. Listen up so you can level up. What's going on? My name is Thomas Jordan, and if this is your first time on this channel, I do tutorials, product reviews, and interviews to help you turn your passion into profit using online video. Also, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video and my channel. I seriously appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Coming in at number 3 is the Entrepreneur Hour with Chris Michael Harris. At the time of this recording, CMH is coming up on his 300th podcast episode. That's insane, and congrats, my friend. His story is amazing. He found success at a very early age and had a multi-million-dollar business in college. You heard that right. To hear his full story and learn a little bit more about him, you can check him out on my podcast. That's the Industry. How do you expect me to give you podcast recommendations and not shamelessly plug my own podcast? Don't judge me, I see you. Stop. Chris has also interviewed some serious heavy hitters like Grant Cardone, Damon John, and Marie Forleo. And he has what I like to call the gold scroll. What it means is whether you're on your phone or your computer, no matter what, you will find an episode that will help you or your business guaranteed. Coming in at number 2 is the Mind Your Business podcast, hosted by James Wedmore, aka J-Dubs, aka Jay Weezy, aka the woo-woo wizard himself. James shows you how to apply the principle of spirituality, energy, and mindset in your business. He has been in the online course creator space for 13 years at the time of this recording, and his business generates more than $9 million in sales a year. So, yeah, he's definitely doing something right. And for all you skeptics out there about the woo-woo of the Wedmore woo, I'm telling you, it's a little scary, but it's good scary how in tune he is with his listeners and his customers. I have a lost count on how many times I've said the phrase, "get out of my head," or "I needed to hear this today." I've personally invested in his signature course, Business by Design, a few years ago, and it was worth every penny. And this is actually where I saw his true passion for helping entrepreneurs, content creators, and business owners. I'm not an affiliate for his program, but if you know him and you've been on the fence about the program, just do it. In conclusion, you'll definitely feel your mind expanding when you listen to his podcast, and you'll be able to apply a new business concept or mindset. And last but not least, number 1, the New Generation Entrepreneur podcast with Brandon Lucero. I don't know how else to say this, but every time I listen to one of his podcasts, I feel like I should be paying him. The value and golden nuggets in this podcast are unreal. He takes you inside his sales funnels, his Facebook ad campaigns, and his business, and then gives you all the details most entrepreneurs don't tell you, like how much his business is actually generating and how much his business is lost, how he reached that number, what worked, what didn't. All those nitty-gritty behind the curtain details. His style of teaching is next level in my opinion. He forces you to think outside the box and is the Megatron of mind shifting. I'm dead serious. Every time I listen to an episode, my mind is blown. He has an online program called the Video 4X Effect. It shows you how to set up video within your business and combine YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram so they work together in a strategy that scales your impact and revenue goals. I'm not an affiliate for his program either, but I've been following him for more than 5 years and can vouch for his legitness. And guess what? There is a bonus podcast I'm going to throw in there for you. This is specifically for the content creators, and it is called That Creative Life with Sara Dietchy. Sara is a content creator with more than 700,000 subs on YouTube, and she does a deep dive with artists, YouTubers, CEOs, and everyone in between. I am super jealous that she has come up with a lot of these creators and gets to ask questions that a lot of people don't get to ask. I mean, her first episode was with Gary Vee himself. She has a glowing personality on her YouTube channel, and it also transfers to her podcast as well. It's great to hear all the stories and strategies from fellow creatives and entrepreneurs. I love that she is very open and honest about what's going on with her personal life and her business life. She's very upfront about how it's not all sunshine and rainbows once you have a very large audience. This making her very relatable. And she's not afraid to be vulnerable, and I respect that. At the time of this recording, she is taking a break for personal reasons, and she just broke her foot. But after listening to her latest episode, it sounds like she's got a lot of cool projects on the horizon, and she just dropped a huge bomb of a secret. I was listening to it kind of in the background, and when I heard what she said, I about fell out of my chair. Go check out her podcast, you won't be disappointed. And Sara, just by the off chance that you are seeing this video, I know you said you had Zoom fatigue, but you're welcome on my podcast. You're welcome on my podcast anytime. And we could rock what I like to call the business mullet. It's kind of like what you're seeing here. It looks good from here up, but yeah. Now that you have my top 4 podcast recommendations for entrepreneurs and content creators, there's only one more thing left for you to do. Don't subscribe, join my tribe. We'll see you next time.